25 on my little list of fears, and she tells me not to speak. I could pack up in minutes and disappear. Wonder if I flirt with my man and just disappear. Number 17 on my little list of fears. Then she told me not to speak and she whispers in my ear like, I know everything is. Let it breathe. One time, let it breathe. Yo. Like, if I can do better, then I'll be better. Rolling in the deep, I need to breathe better. I see demons in my sleep, I need to sleep better. Having visions of my friends in RIP sweaters. Have you ever had to sacrifice your health? Ever had to sacrifice yourself? Plus I got an army full of dickheads trying to sabotage my wealth. But I know it's self-destructive if I bang him on myself. Wow, like God hold me down till I'm down. God hold me down till I drown. It's like I nearly fell into the ground, but the holy blood of Christ, you don't ever let me down. Lord knows I could pack up in minutes and disappear. Wonder if I flirt with my man and just disappear. Number 17 on my little list of fears. Then she told me not to speak and she whispers in my ear like, I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. If I could have done better, would've got better. My brother looked me in my face and said, you're not better. I said, give me 2 sets, spill a spliff, take a hit, reminisce, and then I bet I feel a lot better. Man, I used to spend my time on the roof. It went a penthouse suite, but I was fine with the views. What you do with your pain, I put mine in the zoo. Then I smoke it all the way to take my mind off the truth. Was in troublesome youth, had desire for war. Bought my mummy a coupe, she nearly cried on the floor. Spend time in my sneaks, so spend the night in my thoughts. You walk a mile in D's, I walk a mile in yours. Oh man, all the things I've been battling through the year. Wonder if my bro would've made it if I was there. Number 25 on my little list of fears. Then she tells me not to speak and she whispers in my ear like, I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better. I'ma need you to do better.
Yes, what's up, wonderful people? Welcome to the Solid Classics for the weekend. I do hope that you're doing wonderful. And I was just trying to play us some music. And that was a little bit about Stormzy. The name of the song is Do Better. And what I happened to realize that there's a whole lot of wonderful talent, simmering from different parts of the world. You might be talking about East Africa, you might be talking about the whole of Africa, West Africa. But what you get to realize is that at the end of the day, we do have so much talent that you can be talking about musical talent and listening to a track for so many times. But what you happen to realize is that this particular song has been done from a different part of Africa. And therefore, what I would actually urge us to continue doing is exploring music from different parts of the world. If you are an East African music fan, you listen to Sauti Soul, you listen to Diamond, you listen to Harmonize, please try and explore more music. Personally, I didn't have an experience in terms of getting to explore music. And this music was coming from SoundCloud. And I did get to encounter so many artists from different parts of the world. And what did happen is that at some point, I would actually talk about one artist who happened to blow up eventually, and that was Tory Lanez. So for me, when I discovered Tory Lanez or Tory Lanez, I don't know if it's Lanez or Lanez, there was a song that he did, and his production team was the Mechanics. So what did happen is that Tory Lanez did a song, posted up on SoundCloud, and that is where I discovered his music. And the name of the song was Up. So when I was going about and listening to music and getting to discover new sounds, I happened to oh, That is when I happened to discover that there is more to music, and there are more artists playing their music on SoundCloud. And back then, there was used to be also Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, AudioMac has been there for a while, YouTube Music has been there for a while, Spotify. But then again, I would actually also urge us to continue just enjoying the music and discover new music. And eventually, we shall be able to get to a place where we're like, oh, this is where the real sound is. So we shall play as a jam that is a tutorial up, all fell in love, and then from there we shall get into user classes, and then from there we shall get into real business of getting to learn Swahili and getting to understand what it is that when you talk about Swahili, what it is that we're spoken about. Because some people talk about Swahili being a mixed language. Swahili is a language that has had it's a Bantu language that has Arabic influences. Sometimes people will tell you, oh, Swahili is an Arabic language, Swahili is a this and that language. But when you talk about the real influences, we shall begin to explore that and what influences, what form these influences come about right after this particular song, which is Up by Tolerance.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck up sometimes. You fuck up sometimes. The problem with these niggas is they too busy trying to make it go down. I'm trying to make it go up tonight. I mean, you only ride with TR's hands. Most greatest, but the most hated. You feel me? Fuck with him. I'm waiting for you. Got a couple of women that I could probably call, but I don't want them. I've been chilling for a big gold digger bitch all up on my dick. Now these bitches all on them. And watch you here pressing on my buttons, man, I'm pressing out the buttons. See my phone dialing up on your numb. I'm trying to get right for the night. If you down, let me know, honey. Got 100 pounds, I can blow 100,000. I can throw it like it's nothing. And I heard you like it rough. I can put your body down to a wall right now. Girl, I know you like that. Stop frontin', oh yeah. Cause I like what you like. Girl, got an attitude, do you vibe? I'm just playing with you, trying to lay up like I'm trying to make a layup. But you let me lay up, but you let me hit it in the morning while you're yawning. Till the sunrise and you're dawning. Till the sunrise if you're gone in. Like a sunrise, I'm storming. I'ma get your body wet, girl, storming. I'm trying to go up all night. Cause the way your body decent, got a nigga tryna leave it up to all night. When you grinding it, when your body like you finding it, every time I get all in your tonight. I ain't trying to hear excuses now. It's that super love, let's take the road. Let's take the road. Since I felt.
Yes, and what I was trying to say is that there's a whole lot of wonderful talent going around, and I happened to discover that particular music on SoundCloud some years back. But nonetheless, welcome to class. In terms of welcoming you in Swahili, we do say karibu sana. Karibu sana simply means much welcome. Karibu is just a way to say karibu, just Karibu, simply means welcome. And therefore, if anyone did say karibu sana, sana is just a way of emphasis. Sana, S-A-N-A, is just a way of emphasis, means a lot. So therefore, if anyone did say karibu sana, I would actually just say you are much welcome. And this is a BlackHotFire network. My name is Spikes, and in case you're joining us for the very first time, I would like to say karibu sana. And in case you would like to have some questions, maybe perhaps you want to ask anything regarding the Swahili language, you are much more welcome to ask. It has been a minute. Please let us know where you're tuning from. Maybe perhaps you're tuning from Senegal, from Brazil, maybe perhaps from Mexico, you might be from California, you might be from DC, whatever part of the world you might be tuning from. Please let us know you're tuning from, and we would love to have you give you a shout out and then have you join us in this particular class. So if you're talking about welcome, you would say karibu sana, and apart from that, you'd say hujambo, 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 which simply means hello. Hello, hujambo, which is simply would mean hello. But we have been learning about Swahili, and we have said that in terms of nouns, the grammar part of Swahili, we do have the nouns, the pronouns, the verbs, the adjectives. We do have the connectors. We have all those in the Swahili language, but in case you're talking about the nouns, we call them majina. Majina. M-A-J-I-N-A. Majina. Majina. Majina simply means words. Majina simply means words. All nouns. And therefore, if anyone is telling you about Swahili nouns or Swahili pronouns, then you would know that nouns, this represents the names of places, the names of things, the names of ideas, the names of concepts, and all these are put together and they come together as nouns. And therefore, for example, if you think about the nouns of the names of things, you would say, for example, mjengo, that means a building. If you talk about mwanafunzi, that means a student. If you talk about daktari, D-A-K-T-A-R-I, daktari, that means a doctor. If you're talking about a nurse, muuguzi, muuguzi. And if you're talking about a nia, you would say mwaka, mwaka. So you might talk about mwaka wa mwaka huu, you would say this year. Mwaka wa 2025. That will be the year 2025. And that is how you refer to these particular words and phrases. But apart from that, you also happen to realize that when you're talking about things in their singular and their plural in Swahili, these are different, but we follow what we call the noun classes. For example, the first noun class, the wa. The wa class of noun, that will be the noun class for things and people. So therefore, if it is the wa, that will be the classes for people and for things. So therefore, you would actually say, for example, mwanafunzi, wanafunzi. So therefore, you realize that if you're talking about in the singular, it's different than how you talk about it in the plural. For the singular, you do say the consonant but in the plural, you do say wa. So mwanafunzi. The wa is wanafunzi. That is simply how you get to explain it, and it's understood in a simple and a forward language. So let me ask you, if you're talking about maybe perhaps farmers, how would you refer to farmers in Swahili? How would you refer to farmers in Swahili? Please let us know, because farmers, they are referred to almost in a similar way to students, because they fall in the wa class of noun, the wa class of noun. So therefore, if you get to understand how you refer to them in the wa classes of noun, then you would know how you call them or how you refer to them in terms of that as well. So let me know how you think or what you think about that particular one. And we shall be taking a short break. No one has time.
Run, run, run. usijelaumu, la viliisha mapema. Mapenzi yashanidhulumu, maisha haya ya sinema. Kwani tutakula mapenzi tu? Swali limenivua heshima. Ipo siku nitafaulu, na roho yangu mimi nitaikinga. Ni salama, salama nawe. Napiga sala na nainama, lazima niname. Mbinguni nafika, yashamwagika na yatazoleka. Siwezi shindwa, so ni salama, salama nawe, salama. Yawa angomijara, era olokorea chaya. A baby na sina ubaya, Melkoda mogi kapoki simotaya. Angomijara, era olokorea chaya. A baby na sina ubaya, Melkoda mogi kapoki simotaya. Kirisiminataya, kirisiminataya. Oh, kirisiminataya. A bebo kirisiminataya. Asebedo kamanyo manyonge gimamaramari. Tomatino mayudo okromi you anybody. Awino Mariana, ona umefanya biwanga jwer, ulinidanganya, tutakuwa pamoja kodanya kaje. Salama, salama nawe, napiga sala na nainama, sharti niname. Mbinguni nafika, yashamwagika, yatazoleka. Siwezi shindwa, so ni salama, salama nawe, salama. Yawa angomijara, era olokorea chaya. A baby na sina ubaya, Melkoda mogi kapoki simotaya. Angomijara, era olokorea chaya. A baby na sina ubaya, Melkoda mogi kapoki simotaya. Kirisiminataya, kirisiminataya. Oh,
That is, of course, music from the lakeside. And what happens is that when talking about music, true music is supposed to inspire you and supposed to move you, even when you are not able to tell what is going on with the music. Because for me, if we're talking about the music or the language that is being spoken or that is being sung, I cannot tell what is going on with the Toluo. That is the Toluo language. There is a mix of the Toluo and Swahili and also English. I cannot tell what's really going on with that particular song. But exam to it, it's like you told me that we were going to be together for life. But what happened? Eventually, your promises fell through. There was nothing like that. You went and you traded me for someone else, and therefore things did get to change. But nonetheless, welcome back. This is the Swahili classes for the weekend, and I do hope that you are having fun and that you are able to connect with us and that you are also able to ask questions, because for me, it's all about being able to interact, being able to ask questions, and also being able to communicate with the language. There's a whole lot of things going on with the language. I can tell you for a fact that the language is not easy. Even on came and told you, oh, Swahili is such an easy language that you can learn it in about a few days and then you're able to speak the language, that is a lie. So what I can say for the language, so what happens with the language is that you can be able to interact with people simply by understanding the 5 vowels in Swahili. And you do have the vowel A, the vowel E, the vowel E, the vowel O, the vowel O. Those are the 5 vowels in Swahili. And these 5 vowels in Swahili, they are made up of the letters of the English alphabet. For example, the vowel A is the English letter A. The vowel A is the English letter E. The vowel O is the English letter O. The vowel E is the English letter I. The vowel O is the English letter U. And therefore, if you put them together, that is A, E, O, O. If you put them together, then you happen to realize that you're talking about the same letters of the English alphabet, that you can talk about A, letter E, letter I, letter O, letter O, but the way you pronounce them is rather a bit different. So therefore you'd say A, E, O, O. A, E, O, O. So those 5 letters, they make up the Swahili vowels. If we think about consonants, you would say the consonants of the Swahili language, they all constitute of the letters of the English alphabet, apart from the vowels. So you exclude A, E, or O, and you also exclude X and Q. So on top of these, you would also have to add X and Q. So therefore, you would be able to add those two, X and Q. X and Q. If you're able to add those, you are able to really be able to get into Swahili consonants as well. And that is how simply you refer to them. So if you have a question up to that particular point, please make sure you ask Uliza swali. If you have a question, please ask a question. Uliza swali. Uliza swali. If anyone has a question, please ask. As you asked, I think I will share this video. Just taking a break because I'm waiting for you to ask a question. If you don't have a question, let me just get into this. Personally, I missed a point on that particular one, but nonetheless, what I can say is that when it comes to fighting for what was said early on, I think everyone has a responsibility.
They don't hate you because you're violent. They don't hate you because you're violent. They hate you because you're waking up. The most dangerous black man in America is the one who thinks for himself.
So if you think for yourself, then that ought to be the yardstick. You know, if you think for yourself, then that is ought to be the measure of what is going on. Because for the awakening to happen, there has to be a collective consciousness. And sometimes when someone is awake and you're thinking they're talking and thinking, what's going on with him? Oh, he's isn't that, and you know, he pretends to be so woke, but I think everyone wakes up at their own particular time or their own particular timing, and therefore you cannot talk about hating on this person or hating on that particular person because they woke up at a different time. So that is my opinion. And that is how it is. But nonetheless, welcome back to our Swahili classes for the weekend. And I was just saying that if you're trying to learn Swahili, we do say the vowels are 5, the basic unit of any language, the vowels and the consonants. So the 5 vowels are E, I, O, U. 5 of them. A, E, I, O, U. So if you have these 5 vowels, that means that you are able to understand how the language works. And we did say that we have very important, very important 2 syllables, and one of them is a consonant. 2 syllables, one of them is a consonant. The ni, N-I represents me or I. It represents me or I. So therefore, if someone says ni naenda shule, ni naenda shule, that means ni naenda shule. It means I am going to school. So what happens if you use the syllable ni? Ni points to self. It points to self. It says ni is I or self. So you say ninaenda shule, that would be I am going to school, or I am heading to school. So that is one of the important, very simple ways in which you can refer to self. And apart from self, you can also say ni ta enda shule. The ta is a tense marker for the future tense. So therefore, if you say nitaenda shule, that is simply a tense marker for the future tense, and that is understood to be I will go to school. If you're talking about the past, you would say ni li. So ni li is a tense marker. Ni li, and say enda shule. That means I went to school. I went to school. Nilienda. The ni points to self. The li points to did. I did go to school. Nilienda shule. Nilienda shule. And that is the only way in which you are able to understand that particular individual is talking about their experience in the past tense. So therefore, if someone says nilienda, that means they did go. If someone says nitaenda, it means they will go in the future. If someone says ni naenda, that simply means I will go. Anyhow, we should take a short small break. This is a commercial break, a musical commercial break. There is actually an album that came out. It's known as Everything. Everything. Let me say, everything is a lot. I almost said everything is too much. No, everything is a lot, and that is by the one and only Wale. One of the songs known as Survive. Let me know what you feel about this particular song. It's jamming.
I mean, what's gonna be the first thing you do when you catch your big break and you blow up, man? First thing I would do, let me get the fuck out of here.
Gave them story, they missed the whole plot. Let them know water, but still they dehydrated. I'm afraid I can't know the time, cause like every night I be mourning a lot. Survivor's remorse, that's all I be thinking. Living too hard here, dying is easy. The concept of trying is not on the menu. When niggas you eat with just die every week. I got a friend, I know other team. Had all the J's, had all the teams, had a few A's, driving the C, but life is a B, cause now we have fiends. Survivor's remorse, the poster boy ever posed you this question, who's supposed to be loyal? Nobody, your friends, your family, your bitch. When you get money, it's only your loyal survive.
See through my lens, it get shady. Can't turn my pain into patience this time. Showing no grace, but I'm grateful. We just step into some. You grateful you woke up and got out of bed this morning. At least you alive. I get it, the odds was never cut out in your favor. At least you was trying. I'm physically tired, got aspirations of the future inside of my mind. Survivor's remorse, I think of the people I left and I'm leaving behind. I gotta survive. For all of my homies ain't make it this far, I gotta survive. A couple of reasons you are who you are, you gotta survive. Would you rather live or regret that you didn't? You gotta decide. I'm living my story, it's already written, I gotta survive. See through my lens, it gets shady. Can't turn my pain into patience this time. Showing no grace, but I'm grateful. We just step into survive. How many lights where they take? When around the good times, I pray the goodbye. Sometimes it's hard to be faithful.
No funny, I just got the dollars, my stomach is turning. I go to Glenarden, and I'm covered by flowers. I made my third album, I buried my brother, y'all don't know the pain. Running on empty, I never did heal. Luggage too heavy, I travel with pills. What do you do if your man on parole and he go where you go, but he don't not chill? Survivor's remorse, all of the youngins be dying too young. All of these problems is foreign to y'all. Y'all never pay for a child in a hearse for a bullet that Mr. Ain't live for her. That's why I be sleeping right after a perk. If I get put over, just send me in there. I did what I did cause I died. If I don't, you know how this shit go, it's survival of course. Ooh, got hit, I was crying for months. Told me, Mo, you gotta keep going. We know who did it and we lining them up. Make them proud in this joint and survive. Survive with me, dog, and everything will be allowed.
See through my lens, it gets shady. Showing no grace, but I'm grateful. We just step into survive.
Yes, that is actually the name of the jam. It's known as a Survive, and that is done by the one and only Wale, and of his album known as Everything. Sorry about that. Known as Everything is a Lot. So I don't know if you're into music. If you're into music, I think you will check that out. It's an album known as Everything is a Lot. It has some features. One of the features is by Ty Dolla $ign on that particular jam known as a Survive. And for me, I think that it's a whole lot of things I believe about life, and for me, I actually would say that just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because you're the most permanent thing in your life, and wherever you go, there you are. You cannot escape self. So therefore, in terms of getting your priorities right, you ought to prioritize yourself as well, so that in a way you are able to discover more about yourself, you are able to explore more, you are able also to discover or to understand the destiny for which you are choosing to be living right now. And that is my utmost thoughts regarding that. A whole lot of things can be said about life, but for me, I would actually say that what you need to take care of most is self. Please take care of yourself, so that you are not in a space where people are wondering what's going on with you, what's going on. People might wonder, but I think I would say it's very, very important that you have to realize that you have to take care of yourself. Your mental health is very important, so that things do not drive you nuts. There is a whole lot of things that can drive you crazy, but I hope that you are able to stick to your truest self, that you're able to keep on doing whatever you do, and that you're able to keep on impacting, because that is the whole agenda, that you're able to keep on building, you're able to keep on communicating, you're able to keep on impacting, and that is what you can actually focus on and maybe perhaps achieve. Nonetheless, once again, I want to thank you so much for joining us in class. This is the Swahili Classic for the weekend. You would be anywhere else, but you have chosen to be with us in class. We do not take that for granted. I know that maybe perhaps you would have gone to a concert, you would have gone to a cookout, you would have gone to anywhere else, but you are here with us and you're trying to learn Swahili. And apart from that, I would urge you to visit the official network website. It's www.blackhotfire.com. Once you are on there, you can connect with like-minded individuals who want to be inspired and you want to connect with the continent, because the language is for connecting back to the roots. You might want to learn the most, but nonetheless, you will find that it's not taking you nowhere. But you would have a little bit of some interest and you learn something, and then you decide, well, let me go check out Tanzania. Let me go check out Rwanda. Let me go check out Burundi. Let me go check out the DRC. Many people don't go to the DRC. Let me be quite frank with that. People don't go to the DRC. But let me go check out Kenya. Let me go check out the Uganda. And once you do have an interest in the language, then you are able to appreciate what are the people talking about, what's going on with this language. And therefore, you become part and parcel of this particular community or people who are in the East African region. And therefore, you do have a place to base your operations or to base your agendas for like reconnecting back to the continent. That is why I always do say, please connect to the language, connect to the people, and once you do, everything else will flow after that. Please make sure you do. The BlackHotFire Network has been doing trips to the East African region. In 2019, there was a trip to Rwanda. In 2019, there was a trip to Tanzania. I think the only trip we have not had is a trip to Kenya. I do not know for whatever reason, but a kid. If you get to check out this particular live, please try organize a trip to Kenya, because why not? Because we have had a trip to Rwanda, we have had a trip to Tanzania. I think Kenya would actually be the next best option for that, and everything else will go right in order regarding that particular one. But nonetheless, thank you so much for those that have joined us in class. We hope to connect with you in our next class. Please make sure that you're able to just keep it interactive. Let's interact, let's communicate, and that way we'll be in a much better position in terms of understanding the Swahili language. So we'll wind up with the song. I think this song will be from Harmonize. Harmonize. It's a song called Mtaje. Let me know what you feel about this particular one as you wind up. Big boy.
Big boy. Ana kasura cha upole, miaka nenda rudi azeeki, tena ni mtu wa jimjim, shepu ndo linanipa wazimzim, na tatu ni mchore, ila ndo hivyo tena apendeki, ama kweli mapenzi hayana mwalimu, wengine hata kuniona ni adimu. Hivi tuseme anangekewa, ama nyota yake kali ananizidi, ama mjini nimechelewa, kuna wengine wanamponda na mwita bibi. Ilianza kumuona mapema enzi za mabanda ya sinema, alikuwa ni rafiki na wema. She's so cute, hata wanione
That's it. Tanzanian music is actually jamming, and that is a bongo sound known as Mtaze by Harmonize. But I want to wish you a happy and a productive week ahead. Please make sure you join us next Saturday, same time, right here on the BlackHotFire Network to learn a bit more of Swahili. And we shall be getting into even Bitendawili, which is, and Mathalis, which is Proverbs in Swahili. And my hope is that we are able to reconnect back as a people, as an African people, as a Black people, and be able to do exploits globally, get back to a place of global prominence, because that is a whole dream, once again, right here on the BlackHotFire Network. Because a whole lot of things have been said, a lot of things have been done, but the point to the network is to connect people. The point to the network is to inspire a collective African consciousness where people want to wake up. They want to know, who are we? What ought we to do to get back to a place of global prominence? And that is the way we can be able to rise up and get a bit further ahead. Once again, much peace and love. Kwaheri. Till next time, Amani na upendo. Take care of yourselves. Tafadhali, please make sure. Tafadhali means please. Tafadhali. T-A, do not forget T-A. Tafadhali. Tafadhali. It means please. It means please take care of yourselves. When you say tafadhali, tafadhali means please take care of yourselves. And that way, I would say also kwaheri. Kwaheri means goodbye. Kwaheri means goodbye. Goodbye. And therefore, we would say kwaheri ya kuonana, which is goodbye. See you again. See you next time. That is what we say right here on the BlackHotFire Network. Till next time, Goodbye.